everybody, Jason here once again. Tonight, the music is brought to you by motherfucking Razorthroat. Oh yes, hardcore, punk, metal, fucking kicking the balls, kicking the face, slash your fucking throat, all the above. His awesome CD, A Date with Death. If you don't know who Razorthroat is, check him out. He's an awesome motherfucker, really cool dude, and fucking kick-ass tunes right here. You can check him out on Facebook, and I know he's got this CD posted other places. Get a hold of him on Facebook first and go from there. That's Razorthroat. Tonight, guys, I want to be talking about the Spanish foreign film, The Last Circus. Now, this film has been getting quite a bit of buzz here in the States here lately. Like, I've been hearing a lot of genre fans talk about it. And for good reason. Basically, it tells a story about, it deals with the Spanish Civil War. And it starts off by showing, it starts off in 1937 during the Civil War in Spain, where there's a circus going on, you know, and I guess in Spain it's a really big deal between like the happy clown and the sad clown. Like the happy clown humiliates a sad clown during the circus. It's like just a big deal there. And the young kid named Javier is watching his dad, which is the happy clown, during the circus. They're doing their thing. Well, the army comes in and forcibly takes some of the circus performers out and makes them go directly on the battlefield. One of the people that they take is Javier's dad, the happy clown. They take him directly out, and all of his clown outfit and makeup and everything, give him a machete. He just kicks ass and just fucking kills everybody with the machete. So then we fast forward to 1973, where Javier is following in his father's footsteps and becoming a clown. He's joining a circus. We're seeing his first day at the circus. And Javier is too much of a damaged person. He's too sad to be a happy clown, so he is obviously the sad clown. And he's introduced to the happy clown, played by a guy named Sergio. And, you know, Sergio, right away, you could just tell something's not exactly right with him, you know. And as we go along from there, and Javier is introduced to more of the performers in the circus, he sees one of the gymnastic women. She's up high, she's practicing, and he's just like in awe of her. Her name's Natalia. He comes to find out that she's married to Sergio. They're together. So, you know, the first night of the circus, they all go out. They're all partying, and Sergio tells this joke, which is incredibly fucking lame, but he has everybody so intimidated, everybody automatically laughs anyway because they know otherwise. Well, Javier doesn't know, you know, what's going on with all this, and he just doesn't laugh. He thinks it's lame, you know, pretty much says it, you know. Well, Sergio takes high offense to that, so automatically he's on a shit list. But we learn here, you know, that Sergio is a very abusive, mentally and physically, to everybody around him, and especially to Natalia. She takes the brunt of all of his aggression, all of his anger, and you know, Javier takes it upon himself. You know, he starts to fall for Natalia. Like, they start seeing each other a little bit secretively, and he starts to fall for her, even though he knows he shouldn't. You know, you always get this sense that he knows it's not going to end well, but he just can't help it. You know, he just continues on with this relationship. And Natalia, she wants to break free from Sergio, but at the same time, she doesn't. You know, it's almost like, you know, she's just as fucked up as he is, and kind of you know, loves it in a way. It's kind of strange, you know, because there's a part where Javier and Natalia are together in the trailer, and Sergio comes in, so to avoid a really crazy situation, they hide the bathroom, and, you know, you can see it on her face that she loves it. She actually loves the tension that's in the air and everything, so you automatically know, well, she's just as fucked up as he is, she's just not violent, you know. So things just continue to escalate, and you know, it just doesn't bode well for anybody in the story. It just ends up going into complete chaos, and basically the story revolves around the love triangle of Sergio, Natalia, and Javier, and you know, how they deal with the things that are thrown at them, and the situations that they put themselves into. Now this isn't a horror story per se. I mean, I guess if I had to classify it, it would be a surreal fantasy, you know, kind of, but it really focuses on the Spanish Civil War too. Like, there's a lot of factual things that go on there. There's a lot of symbolism to Spain and to the Civil War and just the society of Spain too. And it's really executed well. For me personally, the film kind of started to lose me in the second half. Like, there's one specific point in the film where Javier, you know, he's letting it build, he's letting Sergio continue to get away with shit, and finally it just boils over the top. And when you watch the film, you know what I'm talking about. When it gets to that point, I thought the film takes a dramatic shift, and it goes more into fantastical type atmosphere and more of an over-the-top feeling. Like the first half of it is very reality-based. It feels like it has some black comedy going on, and there's parts in it where you kind of like nervously laugh at it, like you shouldn't be laughing, but you are. But once it reaches that shift, it really just it takes off into left field. And for me personally, it kind of lost me there. I thought that the film would have been much better suited if it would have stayed how the feel was of the original feel of the first half of the film. It just went so far over the top that I kind of lost interest, and then especially like towards the end, you know, like during the climax of the film, you know, the part where you should really be enthralled with it, should really be pulled into it, I felt myself withdrawing from the film more and more as it went along, and especially during the last scene. I mean, I just got to a point where I didn't really care what was going on. It's very unfortunate because the film is shot exceptionally well. I mean, that's the strongest point of the film, I think, is the cinematography and the feel and the look of it. Like, it is just fucking excellent. Probably, I'm giving it away already, if I do year-end awards, best cinematography, it will go to The Last Circus, because this film looks incredible all the way through. It's just beautifully shot, and it's expertly shot. There's a lot of really awesome scenes in it, and angles, and everything looks really good. I mean, there are a few scenes of some cheap CGI that doesn't look very good at all, but it's very forgivable with everything else that's going on in it. The acting's very strong, I thought, from everybody pretty much, but another big problem that I didn't like about this film is I had a hard time believing the relationship between Javier and Natalia. Like, it seemed more of like just a flirtatious thing. Like, you know, it felt like Javier was more into Natalia than she was into him. And that may be the case. It may be exactly what they were going for, because I just didn't believe that she was really falling for him. And like I said, it probably was the case, but in turn, I also didn't believe with what happened before the dramatic shift in the story. I don't believe that he would go to those lengths to do that for her. I don't believe that he would sacrifice that much to do what he did. It just wasn't believable enough. Like, they're just, I don't know, there just was something missing there to make me fully believe that relationship. But it's still a very interesting story, and it's something that I think a lot of people are going to like that haven't seen it. Great time. It is subtitled, of course, but you know, I hate it that, you know, a lot of people are, you know, put off by that, because you miss out on a lot of good films, and this is definitely one that you're going to miss out on if subtitles distract you. For me, I think it's a type of film that I need to see more than one time. I think that if I've seen this multiple times, it's probably one that would grow on me more. It's a lot to take in one time, and I really didn't expect it to go as over the top as it does, because it really does go over the top. It's more like, I would say it's more like a dream. You know, dreams can go from one thing to another, and things are kind of connected, but they're really not. and you know, kind of lost in dreams and shit. You know, that's how this was. It was kind of like a wide awake dream. It felt like at times, and that can be a very good thing. Like I said, you know, maybe if I went into this a second time, knowing what to expect and knowing that it's going to do that, I'm sure I would probably enjoy it more. And you know, despite only liking the film, I do plan on picking this up on Blu-ray. Now, I did watch this on Netflix. It is available right now on Netflix Instant Streaming in HD also, and it just looks incredible, you know, through the HD streaming. And I have read reviews on the Blu-ray, and I've heard that it just looks exceptionally well. So, you know, like I said, with as awesome as the cinematography it was on this, it's definitely a film I'm going to be picking up. I'm going to have to pick it up. I haven't been able to find it for a very good